Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about a secret weapon that every single person in security and compliance should have in their back pocket: Python. We're going to show you how this one skill can become your own personal superpower. So, let's dive in.
So, if you're working in a security operations center, or maybe you're in a compliance role, does this sound familiar? You're just completely buried in a mountain of alerts, you're drowning in log files, and you're spending your days chasing down potential threats one by one. It's a nonstop, high-pressure firefight, right? But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to dig yourself out from under that pile of manual, tedious work. A way to seriously multiply your impact, make your investigations way faster, and actually get ahead of the threats. Well, that better way is automation. And your key to unlocking all of it is Python. Okay, let's be real about the problem here. We call it the security operations grind. It's that endless cycle of doing the same thing over and over. You know, these high-stakes, manual tasks that just drain you, and honestly, define the job for way too many analysts. Think about it like this. For a junior analyst, something like 80% of their day can be completely eaten up by that manual grind. That leaves just a tiny slice, maybe 20%, for the important stuff, the high-impact, critical thinking that actually stops a serious attack or really strengthens your company's defenses. We have to flip that ratio.
And this is where it all starts. Look, you don't have to be some kind of master developer to do this. With just a little bit of Python, you can claim your very first superpowers and start changing that daily grind, like right away. Let's take a super common task, searching for what's called an indicator of compromise, or an IOC. Think of it like a malicious IP address. Manually, you might spend an hour, maybe more, hitting Control F across 100 different log files. But with a really simple Python script, you can scan those exact same files in about 10 seconds. That isn't just a small improvement. That is a total game changer. And the process itself? It's actually way simpler than you'd think. First, you get the indicator you're looking for. Then, you write just a few lines of code. You're basically just telling the computer, hey, open this file and look for this specific thing. You run that scan across your logs, and boom, you get a report of every single match. It's a workflow you can build and use from day one. This is what we mean by a superpower. The ability to completely transform your workflow is literally at your fingertips. Just imagine taking a task that eats up your entire afternoon and shrinking it down to the time it takes to snap your fingers. It's not magic, it's just your first step into automation. But, just scanning files on your own computer is only the beginning. The real power, the truly incredible stuff, happens when your scripts start talking to the rest of the world, connecting all of your different tools and data sources into one seamless security machine. Now, the key to this whole connected world is something called an API. Don't let the acronym scare you. It's simple. Just think of an API as a secure messenger. It's a set of rules that lets different software programs, like your little Python script and a big online threat service, talk to each other, share information, and even tell each other what to do. And through these APIs, Python can talk to pretty much your entire security stack. You can automatically check an IP address against VirusTotal, query gigantic piles of logs in Splunk, pull data from endpoints using CrowdStrike, and then, bam, fire an alert to your team in Slack. This is how your simple script evolves from a basic scanner into a powerful orchestration engine. Now, as your skills grow, you're going to move from writing these quick one-off scripts to building a truly robust arsenal of professional tools. We're talking about scripts that are so reliable you can bet your job on them during a real incident. So what's the difference? Well, a quick script might just crash if it hits an unexpected error, probably right when you need it most. A robust tool, on the other hand, handles errors gracefully. A quick script might have an API key just typed right into the code. That's a huge security no-no. A robust tool loads those secrets securely. It's really the difference between a disposable gadget and a professional instrument you can trust. And building that trust, it really just comes down to a few key habits. Number one, never ever hard-code your passwords or API keys. Always check any input a user gives you, so your script can't be abused. Keep your projects separate with things called virtual environments. And, so important, log everything your script does.
That log isn't just for you, it's your evidence trail for any future investigation or audit. So, where is all this headed? What's the end game? Well, the ultimate goal is to completely transform your role from being a reactive firefighter who's always behind to becoming a proactive threat hunter and a master of automation. This is what it's all about. As you automate all that repetitive manual work, you free up your time and your brain power to focus on what really matters, proactively hunting for threats, doing deep analysis, and building the next tool. You stop chasing alerts and you start preventing breaches. Okay, let's see what this looks like in action. An alert fires. At T plus 2 seconds, your script has already checked the IP against threat intelligence. At 5 seconds, it's found related malware on the computer. By 8 seconds, that IP is blocked at the firewall. And by the 10-second mark, all the evidence is saved, secured, and an incident ticket is already created. That's an entire response playbook done, flawlessly, in the time it used to take you just to open the first log file. And this incredible power isn't just for fighting fires. Think about compliance. Instead of spending weeks, literally weeks, manually auditing thousands of firewall rules, a Python script can check every single one of them, all 9,523 in this case, against your policy in less than a minute. This makes something like continuous compliance actually possible. So now, I want you to think about your own day-to-day work. The log parsing, the report generating, all those endless manual checks. What is the first tedious task you would automate to win back your time for the work that really matters? Your journey to becoming a security superpower, it starts with that one script. Thanks for joining us.